Assalamu alaikum. This past Sunday, October 16th, over 100 Muslims joined 1,000 people of other faith traditions to speak up right here in Northern Virginia. And 90 of the 100 Muslims were from Al-Hijrah Islamic Center.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Al-Hijrah Islamic Center at Falls Church, we pledged 50 and we got 90 today.
Issues varied from equitable education to affordable housing, gun violence prevention, and stemming the anti-immigrant and anti-Muslim sentiment in our schools. We spoke up and the politicians listened.
I am a member of Al-Hijrah and I would like to tell you my story. There have been a few times where I have been called a terrorist because of my hijab. I was being bullied and bullied and bullied until I thought I'm just going to remove it. However, I got my courage back from my mother. And I would like everybody to know that being bullied because of your race, culture, religion, or background is not funny, and it hurts very much. It hurts several people every day, and I know I'm not the only one. Now I am proud to be me, and I am proud to be Muslim. Please voice work with Al-Hijrah, me, my mom, and others to stop Islamophobia in our schools and in our communities.
And we need to hear about these examples because we will not tolerate that kind of discrimination. We cannot tolerate it. We will not tolerate it. Islamophobia, phobia against all kinds of immigrants, we do see that. We try to get the message out that we educate every child who comes to our door. We love every child who comes to our door. And we will not allow bullying or discrimination against anyone for any reason.
Right. Other faith leaders voice their support for Muslims.
Can we remember kids afraid to wear a hijab in public school? When I get outside of my synagogue, I encounter the students at Forest Edge Elementary, a third grader talking to a third grader, a Hispanic student talking to a Muslim student, wondering which one's going to get deported first.
We even got the Attorney General of Virginia to publicly state that he would send a letter to all the top gun manufacturers about smarter and safer weapons technology and to make serious steps towards reforming our criminal justice system.
So Attorney General Mark Herring, will you here publicly join 105 elected and law enforcement officials, including the Governor of Connecticut, Senator Chuck Schumer of New York, the Newtown, Connecticut Police Chief, and Prince William County Sheriff Glendale Hill to hold gun manufacturers accountable by 1, signing on to the Voice Metro IF campaign letter, 2, sending your own letter with the other attorney generals you're working with to gun manufacturers about smart guns, and 3, continuing your work across agencies and jurisdictions to stop crime gun distribution?
Yes to all 3.
Excellent.
Al-Hijrah actually led the effort to get the signing of that letter. Some of you are probably wondering why this matters and how it happened. So let's start with why. In the United States and in many other places around the world, as scholar Dr. Sherman Jackson reminds us, it's not about being liked, it's about being respected. And in order to be respected, you need to have power. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ reminds us that power and anger and other emotions and abilities, they're neither good nor bad, but it's how you use them. On Sunday, we showed our collective power as a group of people of different faith traditions speaking about justice and the issues that our community faces and taking action. And that's the real power that we had.
That's public accountability. That's public responsibility.
V.O.I.C.E, or Virginians Organized for Interfaith Community Engagement, builds power, and that's why it's respected. This is how it works.
The combination of ignorance and hatred leads to some nasty outcomes, one of which is Islamophobia. In order to counter that and take back the message, we need power. To build power, we need people and money. At Al-Hijrah, we have somewhere near 15,000 people, but if we don't utilize our numbers, we willingly give up our power. But collectively, together, we have a lot of power and can make real change. It's this combo of people and money acting consistently and persistently that leads to power and change.
V.O.I.C.E, or Virginians Organized for Interfaith Community Engagement, builds power, and that's why it's respected. This is how it works. Just this month, a group of congregants at Al-Hijrah in a nearby apartment building took an action on their condo administration that was fueled by an anti-immigrant sentiment and changed the school bus stop to a narrow pathway a few blocks away where kids would have to walk alone in the rain to wait to be picked up. But they took action. They organized, they showed up at the board meeting, they spoke out against the injustice and what was happening to children and how difficult it was for families and dangerous for them to walk down the street. And the board changed their vote and they reinstated the bus stop to the original location. If they didn't take action, they wouldn't have gotten the result. That's where you come in. We need you. If you're tired of having other people speak for you and you're not happy with your situation, you can do something about it. Get involved. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.